Hello, I'm Quehegan, and we are playing World of Warcraft. I am continuing my journey in trying to get my shaman to the max level and trying to get back into the game and learn exactly how to play again. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and queue us up for random dungeon. Sometimes this goes very quick, sometimes this takes a very long time. So we got 7 minutes. Okay. It's actually something that I did not know. Well, I kind of knew it because I had seen it during Cataclysm, but I really didn't pay any attention to it. Was the Dark Moon Fair, I believe. Yeah, the Dark Moon Fair now has its own location. It doesn't like travel around to like different locations like it used to. Which I was kind of like, I saw on the calendar and I was like, oh, I wonder where it's at. And it didn't say. So I actually asked in the trade chat, and they were like, oh, it's been moved to, it's got its own location now. I was like, oh, okay. So I came here and saw that they had a teleport option, which actually teleport to the, like this weird place. Like I've already done some of the quests here, but it's just kind of different. I mean, I guess it gives them more opportunity to do like different quests and set things up. But it's just so different than what I'm used to. I mean, it's I've never actually. I'm used to like the old quest where you could you chased around things and stuff like that. I mean, they were kind of cheesy, but and this is a little bit better. And from what I understand, at the back here, at the back of the fair, there's a bunch of these random quests that you can do. Oh, did I never hand that one in? Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't hand it in because I was hoping to get to level 75 before I handed it in. But yeah, from what I understand, like the last day of the fair or something, like you can come back here and like level 90 Elite Tauren Chieftain plays or something, which would be kind of cool. I haven't seen that. But yeah, with these quests, you can actually, it gives you +5 skill levels in whatever your profession is. Well, the thing is that, where's my profession? In 5 levels, I only need 3 to get to what my max is, and I can't get to the next level up because I can't buy the next level because I have to be level 75 to get it. So I'm hoping that I can get to 75 before Sunday. But the thing is that, oh, okay, we just need one more DPS. Generally, the DPS are the first ones to show up, but it's just very different. But I'm going to stop the video here, and once we actually queue up for the dungeon, I'll go ahead and start the video back so that you can see the run through to see actually if I'm doing any better or most likely doing a lot worse, but we'll see. Okay, we've just got our dungeon invite, and it appears that we're going through the same dungeon again. This is kind of good and bad. It kind of gives me a little bit of a consistency, but I need to download some add-ons so I can actually see my damage output and see exactly how everything's going. But this guy kind of just ran in, I think, before anybody else knew what he was doing. But that's become expected in this game so far. It seems like nobody wants to wait. They want to go through these instances as quickly as possible, which I can understand. I mean, the quicker you get through them, the quicker you can get into a new one and level. It's just I'm so used to the way it used to be, to where you did not pull both of these groups. You tried to pull one at a time, because if you pulled both of them, people be yelling at you constantly. But I mean, I can tell my damage seems to be higher than what it used to be, but that's not actually, that doesn't mean anything because I have all the heirloom gear now. Alright, let's go ahead and, I think my sound's up, but oh, no it's not. Hopefully the sound is correct and it's not messed up for anybody. Yeah, it seems like most of these instances people are running through with like just with 4 people really. I mean, if you don't keep up, they'll just run off and leave you. Or maybe I'm just so bad that they really don't need me. Okay, I think I should have been using my shocks more than what I am. Okay. Hopefully we can actually start getting some more instances instead of just using the same one. But I'm kind of at the mercy of Blizzard on that. Also, I'm not really sure which gear I'm supposed to get, because I know they've changed the way the gear works. And I'm hoping the stuff that drops, I'm hoping I'm getting the right ones and not picking up the ones for other classes by accident. Because I'm pretty sure the stuff that has spirit on it's more for the healers. So I know that's something that like my character could use, but then I don't really heal. Oh, it just seems like these things. I remember going through this and having to kill these things one at a time and sneaking around the others because it was so hard to get through these. But now it's just like, wow, it's become so easy. Like somebody doing an AoE and pulling half the room, and everybody going, no!
I need a target.
But yeah, it seems like these instances have just turned into an AoE fest right now. Kind of makes me wonder how the end games went, if it's actually turned into that, or if it's actually got some strategies to it. Because I know, like, I've heard some people talking about you have to do this, and that, like, some of the instances you have to, like, people have to stand on certain ledges, and so that they don't get attacked by certain things. It seems very interesting. I mean, some of the stuff that I remember in game, it was a bear tank. You generally had a if you had a second bear tank as your off tank, you were not going to have. You didn't generally have too much hardships in the end game. But like paladins were decent at tanking, warriors were decent, death knights they kept nerfing. And I have no idea how that is now. I don't even remember I think it was undead, I believe, is the spec that you wanted to be when you tanked. Or I don't. It's like basically I remember it was like all the diseases. You basically can't remember which spec it was. I haven't played my Death Knight in so long. That you hit each thing one time to infect it with one, and you infect each of your enemies with a separate disease. But then you would actually use one of your abilities that would spread all the diseases to all the other enemies around it. So pretty much your one attack on each target just spread 4 diseases between all your enemies. So which was pretty good. Okay, that's not good. And I'm stunned, so I can't. Nope, the tank died. That's great. If I can get out of this stupid thing. I think there's the tank's fault for running up and not. Did it reset? No.
Not so fast.
Okay, let's try to drop this guy before. Yep, my mana's low.
My mana is low.
Oh, sweet. We actually killed him without the tank. And that's the thing. I don't know if this is something I should get or not. I have no idea. See, so basically I just greed things. I need to just do some more research. I understand, like, now they've changed it to where if you have the need button, it seems like that's something for your class. But it may not be for your spec. It's like where I'm a enhancement or elemental. I don't remember anymore. Yeah, elemental. What's a passive? I was like, wait, don't have that spell yet. But it seems like they that just because just because that's your right for your class doesn't mean like you should be able to get it, because it may not be for your spec. Alright, tank, stop running away in front of us. Where are you? Where's the tank at? I'm trying to get to the tank so that he can actually get hate back, but I guess forget it. Let's just kill him. The tank doesn't appear to be doing too good. It's a warrior. Okay. See, I don't know if that's what I need or not. It probably is, because it's got agility and intellect. Maybe that's what I need. After this instance, I'm actually going to do some research on my class, which is something I should have done a long time ago when I first started to get back into it. But I'm like, I'll just try to pick up where I left off, and I realized certain classes, we used to get this stat, and they used to get this stat. Like, from what I understand, hunters don't use agility anymore, but that may be wrong. I'm just going by on the few things I've seen. So it's like, that's got agility on it. That's for rogues. It's like I think that's the joke or something. So yeah, I'm hoping to get better. And one of the reasons why I want to I'm working on my shaman right now. I'm trying to get a bunch of my characters to 85, because I know they've lowered the XP restrictions or lowered the XP amount it's needed to go from 85 to 90. Oh, that hurt. Alright. Come here, people. Get this guy off me. But yeah, it's so once I actually get my characters up to level 85, then I'm going to try to start working on the 85 to 90. I think it's 90. Maybe 95, maybe the cap now. I'm not even sure. I have to check again and see. Because I know I have some characters at 85. I believe it is 90. So I pretty much haven't even touched them yet. Which my Warlock was my main for a long time, and it just seems weird not to be playing him. And right now all I'm doing is casting chain lightning, because it seems like that's about the only thing I have time for to cast. But as soon as I cast like Earthquake, and then if I start to cast something else, everything's dead before I even do anything. And I'm like, well, maybe that'd get better if I start doing something once I start getting the higher level stuff. Because I mean, right here I just ran up here and everything's dead.
I need to target something first.
Right there, I couldn't even cast a spell because like everything dies before I have it, because everything's a channel. Like, well, I have my shocks. Okay, well, I guess maybe those things are just really weak. It seems like, from what I remember, okay, which one of these guys attacking? They're attacking him first. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could. I need to start. I really need to download some fist weapon. I think that's probably for enhancement, since it showed a need for me. That's probably could get that. Okay, I think we're getting close to the end of this one. You remember when I think this is one of the first instances, if not the first instance you do once you get to the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. And I remember the first time I did it, it was like, holy cow, I can't, like, it took so long to kill anything, and you were like, what am I doing? This is so hard. And then like every single gear drop, everything that dropped, you're like, holy cow, I'm replacing every piece of gear as soon as a drop happens, because the upgrade was so huge. I mean, I know from Vanilla WoW to the Burning Crusades, it was a huge leap in the. I mean, pretty much the first few quests you had was putting you up to like epic level of Vanilla WoW, and now you've gotten, and then with the Wrath of the Lich King, it doesn't seem like it was as big of a jump, but you did have a jump. And now, because I had some pretty decent gear from with my Warlock from Wrath, and I tried doing some of the Cataclysm stuff, because I'd actually leveled him pretty far up with just archaeology. So then, now that he and then I saw that when everything, and I tried doing some of the quests with that gear, and it was just almost impossible, because I passed up the starting zone because I was a high enough level to start in other places, and I realized very quickly that I needed to go back and do some of those quests, because my gear, even though that I had really good stuff from Wrath of the Lich King, it didn't matter. I needed to go and get the beginning stuff from Cataclysm just to even do those quests. And now that Pandaria is out here, I tried doing some of those beginning quests with just a few pieces of the beginning Cataclysm gear, and it was so hard. I mean, I could not. It would take. I'd be trying to kill one monster at a time. Granted, part of that is that the Warlock class had changed so much that I keep forgetting I can turn into a ghost wolf. But part of it is that I didn't realize how much the Warlock class had changed.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
So basically, I was trying to play my Warlock the way it used to be played, and That wasn't, you couldn't do that anymore. So, but yeah, then now that we've got the new stuff and trying to do it, I pretty much I was trying to kill individual creatures at a time and barely able to do it, so that I could get some of the quests to just get a few pieces of gear. And then once I got those few pieces of gear, I was able to actually do the quest a lot easier. And I was like, wow, I did not realize how far behind my gear score was.
I don't have a target.
Like, I was actually like, well, I'm gonna try to do an instance, and I'm like, holy cow, my gear score's not even high enough to do the lowest level instances in Pandaria. Like my gear score, I can just do the what is it? I can just do the quest, the instances in Cataclysm. But we got through that instance pretty quickly. Only one death, and that was the tank. That's pretty good. Somebody laughed at me. Maybe. Hopefully he wasn't laughing. He was probably laughing at my damage score. But we ran through that instance. I am going to go ahead and end the video here. Next time, hopefully we'll be able to... Let's see, what dungeons can I queue up for? Oh, I can queue up for 3 of them. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to get to some other ones here soon. Because right now, I am really struggling to get better stuff. And right now, because it seems like a lot of these are not... I mean, I'm running through them so quickly, it's kind of getting boring. So next time, if we get the same dungeon, I'm just not going to record the video. I want to wait till we get a new dungeon before I start recording a new video, because I know watching the same dungeon over and over again isn't going to be very entertaining. So, until next time.